I don't know if you guys are like aware of the Good Liars, but these guys are so entertaining. Listen to these. They go to these like MAGA rallies and just talk to people. Check this out.
More people and more crime is committed, and more people are killed with hammers every year than guns. Look at the facts.
Look at the facts.
And
Okay.
hammers than guns.
Yeah, right. He said it so confidently. Well, he's about to be fact checked.
We'll look that up. I don't think that's true, actually.
That is true.
In the United States, though?
Yes, sir. That is true. Look it up. It's
In street epistemology, you wouldn't want to bring facts in front of them because it would create the backfire effect. You just shut down and find a justification for it. But you want to kind of boil it down to the basics and say, let's say hypothetically, we found out that that wasn't the case. Would that change your mind about this? And usually when you pin them to a wall and don't let them get away with this kind of thing, it all boils down to, I just believe it because I believe it, and that's it. Let's see how it goes when he actually confronts him with the facts and gives him that backfire effect.
you can Google it. It's true. It's actually true.
So, the number of murder victims and the weapons used. Okay, number one, handguns, 8,029. Number two, firearms, type not stated, 4,863. Number three, knives or cutting instruments, personal weapons, fists, feet. Then rifles at 455. Then blunt objects, clubs, hammers, 393. The 300, the hammers, that stat is just wrong.
Back to your question. Second Amendment is still my right, and it's still important to me.
So when faced with the backfire effect, he doesn't care, is what it boils down to. He doesn't care. These people are broken inside, dude. I'm telling you. Check this one out. This is the Good Liars at another Trump rally.
A due process for anyone on U.S. soil to at least try and, prove that they're here legally, or at least have due process before they're sent away, say, to an El Salvadoran prison.
All they got to do, I mean, that can be quickly done. You go before the judge.
There you go. Yes, exactly.
What if you're deported first?
What?
What if you're deported first?
Like Maryland, Dad? Boy,
No, like plenty of people that are just get deported.
What?
They get picked up outside their hearings. And
That's the thing. I don't think these people understand what due process is. It's literally a court hearing to make sure you are who you say you are and that you really are guilty of the thing that they claim. That's due process, going in front of a judge. Yes, of course we should all have due process. Are you serious right now?
and they get deported.
Guess what? If they're committing a crime,
then you have to prove that.
But even if they're not.
jeez. Yeah, hey.
No response. He just went speechless.
Hey, what?
Yeah,
That didn't help us at all. Or check this dude out. This one is attorney Brad Dacus. I don't remember. I think he might actually be like a congressman of some sort, but just listen to this.
And people say, oh, that's, they should be entitled to due process. Well, no, case law says clearly they're not entitled to the same due process protections as U.S. citizens.
That's simply false. Yes, they are.
U.S. citizens or people who are here legally. In fact, there's, of course, you have the Secretary of State, and the State Department has tremendous breadth and authority pursuant to the interests and the protection of the interests of the United States to deport people immediately, even people who are here legally as immigrants.
No, you need due process. Everybody gets due process. That is in the Constitution. And if they are under our jurisdiction, then they are protected by the Constitution.
But then when you have people who are here as illegal immigrants, they can be removed and deported. They don't have to have a trial.
That's just a lie.
The Obama administration, more than 85% of those that were deported had no hearing or anything. They were just deported.
There's no both sides to have here. Everybody deserves due process, period. And I believe that's a complete fictitious, bald-faced lie anyway, but okay.
Now, I will say this. People say, well, what if they're an actual U.S. citizen and they're just deported? Well, everyone has an opportunity to file what's called a writ of habeas corpus.
Yes, that's due process. That is literally due process. He has to know that that's what due process is. Habeas corpus, produce the body, due process. That's from the Magna Carta from the 1400s or something.
He's an attorney. How does he not know?
He knows.
How is he not able to distinguish? Or, okay, let me reverse. Why is he not distinguishing it? Because
it's lies all the way down with this type of person, especially with this specific person.
He's simply trying to convince people basically to agree with everything that's happening right now.
Is just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
So if I'm suddenly going to be deported, I can call my attorney. He can file a writ of habeas corpus, show my driver's license, show my birth certificate. Boom, I'm safe. So
yes, that's that's a due process. You're describing due process, and that's the right that people are being deprived of right now. He's straight up lying. He has to know.
We even have some due process to prevent these things from happening when we're dealing with alleged illegal aliens that are being sent back.
Yeah, but nobody is respecting it. It's the problem.
He had the correct term there, immigrants, and he switched it. He cut himself off to say aliens.
Again, alien is the word that Hitler used to refer to the Jews. Like, dehumanizing language like this is disturbing to watch.
This shows that they're doing it intentionally, and it's not just I heard someone say it, so I assume this is the correct word and I have to use it.
Yep, absolutely. He knows what he's doing. Check this one out.
Well, do you think people should be able to seek asylum? Because one of these guys was doing that.
You can't seek asylum.
Why?
Because we're not going to be home back. You guys are missing the whole point. Policy has changed. We are no longer going to be the home for the dredges of the world.
You mean the tired, the poor, the huddled masses? Is that who you're referring to?
Someone seeking asylum is seeking asylum because their country is doing something dangerous and hurting them. They need to get out. You are telling me that you don't want to help people. That is exactly what you're saying, and there's no way to twist it.
I have to say, like, I wonder if Canada is accepting asylum seekers now. Like, I wonder if Canada is accepting asylum seekers from the United States for political persecution. I bet they are. I mean, it's probably a political firestorm, a very contentious political issue, but I would like to think that they are.
But don't you think these people should have some ability to have due process? They can literally, at this point, what they did this week.
No, they can go home. They can go home and die.
So no one should get
Jesus Christ, dude.
Due process then. What if they make a mistake, as they have done this very week?
The only people who are going to get due process are the people Trump says is okay.
All of those people on that airplane, it said that
End of story.
They had investigated, they'd done the
You quit your whining.
And they were on that airplane for a reason.
Yeah, they didn't get their day in court, though, is the point.
The reason is Trump made this bold claim when he was running that he's going to deport 5 million people or whatever.
So now they got to find those people.
Exactly. And if you just don't look right, if you have a tattoo they don't like or don't understand, you're getting on a plane to go to El Salvador, to a mega prison.
He's referring to, God, the dude said good. He's referring to the gay makeup artist who had a tattoo that said mom and dad. They said it was a gang tattoo and they sent him to El Salvador. The dude is not a gang member. He hasn't broken any rules or anything. Nothing. He was here legally as an asylum seeker. That is legal status.
This guy said that the only people who deserve due process are ones that Trump approves. He is handing full control over human lives to Trump. If Trump doesn't like them, then they need to die, he said.
And why would he trust Trump's interpretation or whatever? Why? This is insane.
But these people aren't, in some cases, these people aren't gang members.
We don't care.
These are crimes against humanity.
I don't give a shit. Humanity needs to lose a few bods.
What an absolutely psychotic thing to say. Seriously. What? These people are straight up broken inside. Anyway, tell me what you think about it in the comments. Like, I don't even know what to do with these people anymore. We're going to have new Nuremberg trials for real.